impact do you think this line shakeup is going to have?
I think it's pretty good. Find some new chemistry, get some new juice, try to get things going in the offensive zone, and score some more goals.
Why do you think things maybe didn't click as consistently early for you in Austin this season?
Honestly, I think we were fine. I think we need more. I think we're just trying to find some new chemistry, find some new guys to get along with each other. I think we're, all are going to play with each other throughout this season. So just to get comfortable and familiar with each other's game, and I'm excited to play with Johnny and Shelly. I think they're great players, so it's going to be a fun night.
What is it like playing with John and the tendencies as you pick up playing with either Austin or him? What have you noticed about your team?
Yeah, I think they both obviously are incredible players and can do a lot. I think Johnny's incredible on the face-off dot. I think he wins puck battles, gets to the net, plays hard, can score goals. So he's an all-around player, and we're pretty fortunate to have him here on this team. So, with Shelly, I think he makes a lot of plays and can pass the puck really well, and find those lanes. So, it's a good line.
I'm sure you can be a sponge with either Austin or John, but what are maybe some of the conversations you have with a player like John ahead of playing? What's that dialogue like? What he tries to tell you how he's playing, or maybe what he expects from you?
Yeah, I think playing with him, you can just be a student of the game. You can learn a lot, and he's got a ton of experience, and obviously knows players around this league pretty well. So I think he can tell you a lot of good things, a lot of things to help your game. I think he's very vocal on the bench and on the ice, and just putting you in the right spots, and making sure you know your role and know your duties off a face-off or in the D zone and stuff like that. So yeah, he's remarkable in that sense.
Moving away from 500, now that you're playing with him 5-on-5 man on the power play, what would it be like to be involved in a milestone goal?
Yeah, it'd be sweet. I feel like we're always talking about a milestone goal here. I think there's a lot of players that have done that, but yeah, it's pretty cool. That's astonishing achievement. So hopefully we can get them there, tonight or here in the near future. But yeah, it'll be pretty special.
What has stood out most to you about the way Josh Dillon has started the season?
He's done incredible. I'm not surprised. I'm a fan of his game ever since I was a kid. I think he's a really smart player. I think he plays similar to his dad. I think he's got a strong shot, very smart, plays physical, plays hard. So I thought this was a good spot for him. To get a little great opportunity. Get a good shot on the power play as well. So he's been doing well, and I'm happy for him.
What's it like going head-to-head with him? What do you think it'll feel like?
Yeah, I think we've only done it, I want to say once so far. So this is, it's pretty new and fresh, and I like it. I like that we're going to be able to do this throughout our career and just kind of, have each other's number and kind of remember these moments.
Outside of the line shuffle and everything, what do you think is key to kind of, as a group, getting your game back on track?
I think just playing a full 60 minutes. I think there's some periods that, we didn't do our best to, play defensively or just create enough offense. And so I think just playing every period the same, playing full 60 minutes, I think is going to be really important for us. And yeah, I think that's the big one.
Did you and Josh share any moments in that game in Utah last year, kind of look at each other and kind of nod, or anything you remember about that first showdown?
Honestly, I think I remember he took a penalty and we scored on the power play. Then I remember looking at the box, he came out with his head down, so that was all I remember.
How much do you stay in touch throughout the season?
Quite a bit, with all the guys that I've kind of played with. I try to text every now and then. Obviously, it's a busy schedule, and we play almost every other night, and we never really get an opportunity to kind of say hi like this. But this was really nice. I got to go to dinner with him yesterday and just chat with him, so it was really good.
What are you expecting from the building tonight? Usually there's a lot of, obviously, Toronto fans, but with the World Series starting, are you curious to kind of see what the building's going to be like tonight?
I think it'll be juiced. I think there's always a ton of fans here for us, so I think it's a cool atmosphere. I think when we come here, and I think the World Series obviously is going to bring a lot of attention, but I'm excited to watch that too.
What is going to be the biggest adjustment with Canada?
Yeah, he's obviously a very steady defenseman back there. Makes a lot of simple and hard plays. Great killer, good leader on the back end. So yeah, it's going to be a big hole to fill. But I think Knies is going to do a good job of that. I think he plays a very similar role in being a good shutdown defenseman, being bigger, stronger, and playing the body a lot. So I think we're confident in his game that he's going to step in and fill that void.